Welcome to this media briefing on the response of the global biopharmaceutical industry to COVID-19. Of course, what everybody is focusing on, as we've heard from the Director General of the World Health Organization this week, it's all about testing. And he said, you cannot fight a fire blindfolded. And everybody wants to know about these diagnostic tests. So Severin, Roche, you produce many medicines, but you've been working on diagnostic tests. So I think you're the person to ask this question about how can these tests be increased and speeded up?
Thank you. Indeed, testing is very important these days. It helps us to isolate infected patients, to flatten the curve so that healthcare systems can cope with their capacities. But I should also say, whilst the industry has been ramping up production and as more testing capacities are provided, still the demand is by far outstripping the supply. So it is very important, in my view, and I speak here on behalf of many experts, that testing is really targeted for high-risk patients and patients who show signs and symptoms of the disease. Broad-based testing at this stage is simply not feasible. As far as the ramp-up of the capacities is concerned, we have seen big progress. I'd like to echo something which Dave Ricks has already referred to, and that is the collaboration with other companies, and importantly, the collaboration with external partners, authorities, and the regulators in particular. Just to put this into perspective, we have started our ramp up of diagnostic tests on high throughput platforms. In January, we have developed such a test for high throughput platforms in an absolute record time. And just to open my bracket, it's very important to have those tests available on highly automated platforms. First, because you need the number of tests going through the system, but also because there is less manual input needed from lab staff, which is, of course, a very valuable resource these days. But we have developed that in record time, and there would have been no way to develop this so fast without the close cooperation with the authorities. In the US, for example, we were working hand in hand with the FDA, the approval agency, and within 24 hours, we got emergency authorization to make this test available for patients. This is absolutely unheard. Typically, this would take months under normal circumstances. So I'm really, really impressed in terms of how people come together here within the industry, but also beyond, as we work together with external partners, regulators in particular.
Severin, thank you very much. Yes, indeed. Unfortunately, the virus is racing at unprecedented rates, but also so are the pharmaceutical companies and the regulators. And as you mentioned, you have got one of those tests out there already. Thank you.